What is up, fam? I feel like every location I've been doing lately has been in just the most random places. I'm actually here in Austin right now, kicking off a really exciting partnership that I'm doing with Reebok. You guys are gonna be seeing a lot of stuff here on my channel, really motivating, so stay tuned for that. Okay, there's a video I have been wanting to do now for over a year. If you guys remember, I went to Paris with the skincare line Clarins. Well, on this trip, I got to meet one of their like lead estheticians. And if you looked at this woman, she had never had any work done. I looked at her neck, not one wrinkle. I looked at her, she just looked stunning. She kind of looked like Meryl Streep a little bit, like they could kind of be related. Like she just really took really good care of her skin. So it was clear that like whatever she's doing has worked. This video is actually going to blow your mind when it comes to the technique for washing your face. I was washing my face completely wrong up until that encounter. She basically told us the 5 golden rules when it comes to your skincare method. These tips were so good that I actually wrote them in my notes section, and I've had it in my phone for over a year. So number 1 says, do not stretch, rub, and pull your skin. We have the natural tendency with a cleanser or with, you know, an exfoliator to just be so rough with our skin, right? Because we're trying to just get it done. We actually have excess collagen, but the elastic fibers that we have in our skin are low. So this is gonna have an effect that's gonna break the elastic fiber and lose it. So what is lost is lost. There's no regeneration, okay? When it comes to the elastic fibers in your skin. So every time you're washing your face and you're just like, okay, I need to be careful. And you are just like scrubbing and pulling and stretching your skin, or when you're doing your makeup and you're really pulling and rubbing your skin, you're losing these elastic fibers, and that's never gonna be regenerated. Once you lose it, you lose it. Obviously, collagen is something that we see in a lot of products, and you can build collagen up, but that's totally different than the fibers in your skin, is kind of what she explained it as. So it's so important that you picture like a balloon. When you inflate a balloon and you rub something on there, it's that gentle motion, okay? She talks about that being so important, that whatever product you're using on your skin, try not to move or stretch the skin. That includes your moisturizers, that includes your exfoliators. You know, a lot of the times we use those makeup wipes to just get all the makeup off first. She was saying try your best to avoid them, because when we tried to take off our eye makeup with them or whatever, what are we naturally doing with those wipes? We are naturally rubbing and we're stretching and we're pulling the skin. Cleansing oils are really great as an alternative to really make sure that like you're getting off that waterproof makeup, obviously gently putting that on first before your cleanser. It's an extra step, but trust me, if it can make all the difference, then it's maybe worth it. And here's the thing, if you are gonna use a wipe, sometimes when it's late at night, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna lie, I still use wipes every now and then. I'm just definitely more intentional with the method and how I'm using it. So number 2, warm your beauty products. Why? There's so many times when we are not maximizing the products because we're not actually activating the products in the palm of our hands and really warming it up. And she said, really go in with the friction. Don't be afraid to warm up that product in the palm of your hands, get it nice and warm, and then put it on your skin. And it's important to note that the temperature of your room is one temperature, the temperature of your face is one temperature, and then the temperature of your hand. You know, just really warm it up. Number 3 now, use maximum contact of your hands, okay? If you ever gotten a facial, you'll see just how intentional they are with the techniques and the direction of how they're applying certain products. She broke it down. It made so much sense now. She basically said that the size of your hand is perfect, specifically for the size of your face. So the palm is energy activation. This is where you'll put the product and really activate it. With the other hand, really apply some friction. She talks about the fingertips being kind of like the cushions, the fantastic for hand contour and drainage pressure. And then she says to always use light and flat hands for full coverage after warming those products, and then once you apply them onto your skin. Again, not rubbing, but really gently and firmly applying the product with the light hand pressure. Here's what's gonna be crazy is step number 4. This golden rule completely blew my mind. Have I said that all of these have blown my mind so far? This one really blew my mind. When you have the product in your hand and now you're ready to apply it with the flat, light hand pressure, she talked about following the lymphatic circulation. what in the world does that mean? It detoxifies your system while drainage allows you to maintain that radiance. She went around in the circle and she basically, without even any product in her hand, got one of our arms, and with her hand technique, no product, she was basically like doing something like this on our hands just to show us as she was doing the technique, she was going in a specific direction. When she stopped and I compared the two wrists, one of them was definitely more bright and radiant, and I was completely mind blown. No product on the skin, nothing like that. So you want to follow the direction of the lymphatic draining system. So from what I got in my notes, this is what I got from it, what she said for the lymphatic draining direction for your face. She says to start in the center and to go horizontally this way. Okay, and then same with this side. Press it without rubbing and pulling and stretching. You're gonna go this way, all the way to your ears. For your ears down, so your neck down, she said that you actually go down with the lymphatic draining. I was raised to, my mom's like, go up so that you don't, you know, like, so that you don't sag, right? It's like, go up. But if you think about it, she was like, no, you should be going down with your products on your neck, down, all the way here, down, with a light hand, not pulling or stretching the skin, which then it started to make sense. Why? Because if we go this way, what are we doing? We're pulling and we're stretching the skin. And then she went on and explained that there's actually the proper lymphatic draining for your arms when you're applying lotion. There's a direction for that. And then also for your legs. But I didn't write that one down. And if any of you guys out there use a jade roller, it's the same thing. When you're using your jade roller, you definitely want to go more horizontal. Here is what she said. And then for going down with the jade roller, you want to obviously go in that direction, you know, up and down gently, but mostly focusing and bringing it down. Last but not least is just the weight of your hand. You need to master the 3 notions of weight. 1, 50 grams light hand, which is extremely light, the cleansing method. 2 is the natural weight of your hand. The Clarins experts learn 50. We just need at home more or less 100 grams for women. So after warming the product, you use this notion to apply and pat the product on your face. And then 3 is the 3 kilo pressure to drain and have the power to stimulate lymphatic draining system. I have no idea what that meant. I wrote it down. Anybody out there that wants to translate that one for me, feel free. I just was able to kind of notice how she did it, and I just picked it up from that. So that was kind of my way of understanding this, but there is clearly a system and a way to understand the pressure. You're not gonna like press super hard. What she described it to me was like, wanna go really light, almost like as light as a feather, but you're still putting a little bit of pressure. But it doesn't hurt, it doesn't stretch or pull the skin, and you can just kind of feel it. But just really try being super gentle and picture that balloon. Even when you're exfoliating, try not to pull and stretch the skin. And if there's anything in your routine where you feel like you are just pulling and stretching, maybe you should look into trying something else, because ultimately you're actually gonna be doing more harm than good. I encourage all of you guys to just try this out tonight when you wash your face and let me know how it goes. I'm not being paid to promote that Clarins taught me this method or anything like that. But I was just really intrigued by this expert who, she looked incredible. She didn't have any work done. And it's just a testament to the fact that like if you really take that extra step to take care of your skin, you can have long-lasting great results like that, where you can just feel more beautiful and more confident, and knowing that you don't have to spend $1 million on the products that you're using, but instead focus on that method. When it comes to washing your face, she talked about it being really a commitment with yourself. It's not just about doing it once and like, okay, I'm good, like Stevie. Sorry, babe. Obviously, you have to commit and you have to stick to it. All right, guys, until next time. Mwah, mwah. Bye, guys.